Hello and welcome back to Supernova. We will be continuing where we left off, which if you recall is after our little raccoon friend here and Vince over here basically spent the night sort of not touring the city, but kind of getting Nick used to the whole idea of being able to fly. And they basically talked throughout the whole night. And I do believe that today they're going to be spending some more time, but they'll be spending it at the main base. And they're going to be doing some, I guess, more hands-on training, physical training, supposedly. But yeah, so... well, let's continue and see how that goes. I wrecked the exam in a daze, all but certain that there's no salvaging my grade at this point. Once the allotted time is over, I head straight to the parking garage for my car, and from there follow Gil's directions to another one in a busy downtown area on McMillan Avenue. I make a brief stop to check out the actual safe house, which looks much like the other one did. After that, it's a quiet ride down a wide tunnel. Hey, Gil, something occurred to me just now, before I figured the Baron might have created you. But was it actually Copycat? I didn't have a singular creator, Templar. You are, however, correct that Copycat was one of them. With the Baron? I am afraid that is not the case. Her spouse was the primary creator. Cool, she's married to a tech guy, huh? He is no longer alive. Oh, I'm sorry? There is no need to apologize. Never mind. Would it be rude to ask Gil if he's self-aware? He never called himself an artificial intelligence as far as I remember. In the end, I decided I'd rather ask one of the Sentinels or maybe Copycat herself since Vince wants to introduce us. I just hope that she's not like the Baron and doesn't react as negatively to me taking over the mantle of her former superhero teammate. I have enough of that crap between the Rat and Daniel. Not that they don't have any good reason to be upset. The tunnel opens back into the cave I've already seen, and within a couple of minutes I'm with Vince in the meeting room. Before we get any sort of training, however, he gives me a quick tour of the base. We go through the 3 levels, with the bottom one housing some critical functions and the cave that I just arrived in. The second level has several training rooms, and since we'll be there later anyway, we skip it for now. The topmost part has stuff I'm already well familiar with. Apart from that, there's an elevator that leads to the surface, which is hidden in a hollow of a tree. A room for data processing, and a simple lab, which I'm guessing was in use more when Copycat was still around. Vince doesn't bother showing me his room again. He shows me Templar's, my quarters, too. Unlike Vince's room, there's nothing unique about it, no posters or decorations. It has a few pieces of furniture and nothing else of interest. I'm guessing Gil cleaned it out sometime in the last few days. Apart from the lack of windows, it could pass as a generic bedroom in any house or apartment. Vince must sense that I'm not comfortable being there, and we don't linger for long. Instead, we last head down to the second level, where Vince shows me a bunch of similar white rooms, all decorated to whatever training the team may need. Did you get all your training here? Well, when I first discovered I had powers, I signed up for some boxing lessons at my university. Maybe I should have done something like that too. I think I saw a flyer at the gym the other day. You could, but you don't need to. Here will be more than enough. And I have a good teacher too. Yes, you're right. Vince scratches the back of his head, smiling at you. Either way, for me so far, it's been all about hitting hard and ending things quickly. Or rather, hard enough, but not too hard. You gotta be careful with these things. But point is, my style is all about overwhelming someone's defenses. My enhanced strength and durability are great for that. Your armor gives you the same ability to go on the offensives, safely, so we should mesh well together. Makes sense. I do feel stronger when I'm wearing the armor too. Oh yeah, I was meaning to mention something regarding that. Remember how the Baron said that the bracelet repairs your body faster? So I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it means that you can push yourself with your workouts much harder than a regular person, and do it more often. Does that mean that I have to start living at the gym? Vince laughs and pats my shoulder. Just for a short time, but think of the results! True. I've already started anyway, and I intend to commit. Plus, I suspect that the increase in strength when I wear the armor is proportional, so it's all the more important. That's the spirit! I glance at the bracelet, at the warrior's image etched in its surface. That's what I need to become. Wanna get started then? What did you have in mind? I had Gil put in a little regimen together for us. Nothing major. Let's ease into it. You can summon the armor and mace, but leave the helmet off, for now. I start with the armor. Despite my intent, however, it forms in full, and I have to make the helmet disappear afterwards. Oh, I haven't tried the mace out yet, by the way, so it might take a moment. No problem. Alright. I open the palm of my left hand, close my eyes, and concentrate like I do when summoning the armor. I feel the weight of the handle form before I even look. When I open my eyes, however, I see that it's a lot bigger than I expected, and attached to the end, there's a head of a hammer. Oh. Vince is staring at it with the same confusion I'm feeling. The handle is the same reddish metal the bracelet is made of, with overlapping spiral designs running its length, while the head seems to be made of iron. Guess we should have expected that this would have changed too, huh? I was thinking about the mace though. I don't get it. The bracelet has a mind of its own, it seems. No worries, a warhammer is cool too. Packs more of a punch, for sure. You're right. I can work with this. I give the weapon a tentative swing, realizing it's meant to be wielded with both hands. I grasp the handle with my right arm as well. Not as heavy as you would expect. Same is true for the armor though. Swinging it around some more, I get a better feel for the best way to grip it. Pretty fun, all things considered. We were about to train for a bit. Huh? It takes a moment to realize Vince isn't speaking to me. Sure thing, Baron. Sorry, Nick. Let's pause here for now. The Baron wants to chat with you. Oh, great. Couldn't it wait? You can just find me here after you're done. Doubt it'll take too long. Ugh, fine. Where is he? Meeting room. I glance down at the hammer. It fades out of existence, leaving a faint outline that vanishes in a blink. The armor follows. Okay, be right back. The Baron is standing with his back turned to me, examining something on one of the many wall monitors. You wanted to talk? Good day to you too, raccoon. Yeah, hi. How's the training going? Good, although you should know that the whole me pretending to be old Templar thing ain't gonna work. The armor looks different now. He's silent for a moment. No matter. Unlikely it would have lured the wolf out anyway. Now that he knows that we're on high alert. Any progress on that front? Yes, which is why I called you here. Look. He points to the screen he was looking at moments ago. It's showing a low-resolution video recording of some kind. The view is of a street I'm not familiar with. The Baron taps something towards the top right corner, and I realize it's a dark speck with a distant green outline. Is that? You tell me. I go up and look closer. Yeah, I think so. I see. Where? Near the docks, a week ago, about 15 minutes before you saw him. Probably already fighting, right? Most likely. That's pretty far from Magnolia Hills. Do you think Templar just stumbled upon him in the middle of some crime, and it escalated from there? Did it look like a fight over a petty crime to you? No, maybe not. Think about it, raccoon. We're well known. Most criminals just run when they see us. The stupid ones try to take us out, sure, but even those know not to push it to the point we are forced to choose between our lives and theirs. This wolf had no such reservations, which means he was after something. Templar's life, most likely. A chill runs down my spine. Why? That's what I'd love to find out. Could it be the bracelet? Could be, but I have my doubts. Gale is scouring through more security footage from the day. Maybe there will be more leads. What's our next move? I'm part of the team. Yes, but the best thing that you can do right now is follow the champ's lead. Learn to use the armor and stay out of trouble until you're ready. Okay. Right, I'll get back to Fang. He doesn't respond, turning back to the screens again, and I leave the meeting room in silence. Back in the training room, I gloss over the discussion with Baron, trusting that the rat will update Vince on the situation himself. I doubt anything productive would come out of our discussion here, and I'd rather not ruin the mood of at least one of us. Vince runs me through several lightweight combat routines while pretending to be an opponent. I think he might be sensing that my heart's not in it anymore. However, we break a bit early. On the way out, we run into Nisus. The fox is wearing his hood this time, looking distracted as the two of us greet him. Hey Nisus. Hi. We just got finished with Nick's first combat training. Uh-huh. How did that go? Pretty good, I'd say. Looks like I'm not hopeless. You did great! Only because I have you too. Take this seriously, Nick. I am. Right. The fox narrows his eyes at me, looking annoyed. I exchange confused looks with Vince. Is something wrong? No, nothing. Carry on. I have some business to take care of. Nisus disappears down the hallway, leaving me scratching my head. What was that about? I'm not sure. I'll talk to him later. No, don't. I'll do that when he's free. Sure. Anyway, so you're all done with exams, right? Yep, but I don't want to mess with your work schedule or anything. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's do another training here tomorrow, then have a night out in the city on Saturday. How does that sound? Sounds great. You need a ride to the city? No, you go on ahead. I'll see you tomorrow. See you, Vince. Figuring that I should keep myself fresh for the training, I skip gym and go for a light jog. Lucas greets me in the comment room when I get back. Just got off the phone with Mom. Everything alright? Yeah, she just wanted me to go home for the break. Cool, flying out soon? Haven't made up my mind yet. I'll decide by tonight. Ah shoot, that reminds me. My mom had invited us both over this weekend. And you didn't think to mention this until now? Whatever, I don't have the time for it anyways. I'll reschedule with her. How come? Remember that internship I mentioned? I want to do some prep for the interview. When is it? Next Monday. Huh. Okay. Is that why you're not doing that tabletop thing with the others? Yeah. What about the party at James's? Didn't know that there was one. Yeah, Wednesday night. Doubt it'll be a lot of people, with the break and all, but I think Jess is going. Sounds cool, I might swing by. Nice. Think I'll be going too then. What about El Paso? I'm not feeling it right now. I'll see my folks after finals. Okay then. I'll be out again for today. See you later. Hanging out with anyone? Nah. Gonna prep for the interview. Well, I'm here if you need mock practice. No need. I'm pretty confident about that part. Just gotta make sure that my knowledge is up to par. Alright. Good luck. Thanks. Today's training turns out to be much more involved than last time. The VR room Vince showed me yesterday is much fancier than I thought, with Gale constructing elaborate sets for me. Super Fang doesn't sit idly by either, taking the opportunity to demonstrate his skills, albeit against virtual opponents. I watch him swing one by the arm, sending the neon-lit figure flying into the wall. Hey, show off. Well, excuse me, I can't do it for real, so I'll take this opportunity to showboat. You can't? Of course not. No hurting people needlessly, remember? Okay, fair enough. That would break a few bones. But I'm not buying the argument. I've seen your socials. You show off plenty. Well, maybe a little. Man, you belong on the stage. Why'd you ever quit? Vince sighs, shrinking back down to his regular form. I mean, that was just a hobby. Yeah, I know, but it'd be so easy for you to get some gigs, and you've got the looks for it. Aw, thanks. But nah, it wouldn't work for me. Alright, you know best. I guess I can be glad that you're not an ass like most pre-meds I know. The students with me were nice. Right. Really? I'm still friends with some of them. How about you introduce me to them, and I'll be the judge? Sure. I'll try to find the time for it. Neat. Alright, what else do you have in store for me today? Oh, Gil can throw anything at you, pretty much. The facility has a wide array of predefined scenarios, Templar. Alright, just give me a moment, I guess. This is all pretty amazing, Gil. The government has stuff like this too, but I believe it's kept secret for now. Huh? Then how do you know that? Oh, Greg showed me Speck's training facilities at one point. What? This Greg, I don't like him. How come? He's very helpful. He's a government crook. Speck does good work. You should meet their superhero sometime. I was pretty close to joining up myself, if it hadn't been for the Sentinels. For real? Yep. I'm glad you didn't. Vince nods but doesn't respond, so I look instead to the ceiling. Alright, Gil, how about something with multiple opponents? Vince stays out of this time, only stepping in to give me suggestions on my fighting technique. I practice swinging the hammer too, but discover it's a little too impractical to use. Not that it's bad as a weapon, quite the opposite, it's a little too strong to hit someone with, unless I do it so slow. I might as well be tapping them with a stick. Not unlike Super Fang throwing virtual opponents around earlier, this hammer could be used to shatter some bones, and it's doubtful I'll have a reason to do so. The Baron said it himself, life or death scenarios are rare, unless we're dealing with someone truly unhinged. Unlikely some regular thugs will give me reasons to fight for survival. Not that this means I'll neglect practicing with a weapon, not with the likes of him out there. How was that? Good, but I think that's enough for today. Yeah, I think so too, but this was fun. Agreed, you'll be a pro in no time. I can't be a pro at everything so fast, Vince. Flying still felt more natural somehow, even if I've been in some scrapes before. You used to fight with people? Something tells me Vince wouldn't approve of what I got up to in the last couple of years of high school. Even if we joked about it the other day, I can tell that he'd share my ex's opinions on this matter. Nothing to worry about. You said we'd be out in the city tomorrow? If you're still up to it. Hell yeah. We'll make it a nighttime adventure again then. Sounds good. For now, I'm gonna go clean up. It gets hot in the armor. Will you be okay alone? I kinda need to run and take care of some errands. Yeah, no worries. Vince gives me a double thumbs up, and we split up. No awkward run-ins with nieces this time. Still no idea what that was about. I'm tempted to ask Gil if the fox has been around today, and maybe even patch me through to him, but I think I'd rather wait for a better moment to talk about it. Hopefully Nieces was just in a bad mood. After a morning of more gym time with a reluctant Lucas, followed by an uneventful afternoon, I'm back at a downtown rooftop with Super Fang. Ready for some more flying? Oh, you know it, and beyond just one street this time. Was hoping you'd say that. Oh? Let's go dockside. I don't mind, but why there? I have a feeling we'll run into a friend of mine. I feel a rush of excitement at the realization that a friend like that has gotta be a superhero. Followed by suspicions when I remember that Vince was talking about having me meet some Speck's shills not so long ago. But even so, this sounds fun enough. Sure, lead the way. And he's off. I step off the ledge. But Super Fang doesn't stop to wait for me. Instead, he leaps to a lower rooftop to our right, forcing me to abruptly change course. Doing okay, buddy? Yep. Keep going, I'm right behind you. And just like that, I'm soaring over a downtown Nova City, nervousness having melted away by now to give way to a sense of exhilaration I've never known before. Soon we're in the crammed neighborhoods of Westside, and minutes after that I see the darkness of the ocean approaching. Vince finally comes to a stop, landing next to him. I survey the area. We're about 5 floors above street level. Below I see a bunch of broken street lamps and boarded up windows. Charming spot. Heh, yeah, I prefer the downtown views. So what, we just chill here? Yup, just keep the armor on so that we're easy to notice. Psst, okay. Van sits on the edge and lets his legs hang free. I join him. So, who's this friend of yours? It's a surprise! I figured. We could spar a little if you like. You know, I have been kind of curious if I can take a full punch from you. Oh? I'd rather not. Even if you don't get hurt, I might send you hurtling across the street. I ain't scared. Come on, we can. I apologize for the interruption, but there is a robbery in progress in your area. Ooh, sweet! Whoa, are we gonna stop them? Of course! I was hoping that something like this would happen, actually. It's a rough neighborhood. Sweet, let's go. The convenience store being robbed is just 3 blocks down from where we were chilling. We arrived just as 4 figures in hoodies emerge from inside and start sprinting down the street. I'll cut them off. Sounds good. As Vince leaps away, I land and glance into the store to check if anybody is hurt. A ram who must be the owner stares at me wide-eyed from behind the windows before flailing his arms in the directions the robbers ran off to. Message received. I zip after them. One of the robbers looks behind as the group's turning a corner into an alley and lets out a surprised yelp at seeing me. Holy fuck, it's Templar! One of the others yells for the group to scatter, and they do, with 2 continuing to sprint down the street while the rest swerve into the alley. Hey, wait a sec! Damn it. My feet touch the ground again as I consider which group to follow, before deciding Vince will have an easy time cutting off the 2 in the alley. I catch up to the other 2 within seconds. One of them stumbles and crashes into his buddy. Both of them end up in a heap on the sidewalk. How did you think that you were? A flash of light accompanies the thunderous gunfire. The bullet hits me in the chest plate, but I barely feel the impact, and it ricochets somewhere into the darkness. Snatch the gun, because, I mean, if you hit the gunman, he might accidentally hit or fire somewhere else. Rolling my eyes, I grab the gun by the muzzle and yank it. The robber doesn't try to resist. I throw it aside and look at what I have. A teenage lion with his buddy, also a teenager, a wombat, just now crawling from under him. Now, what is this? Sorry, I didn't mean to! Where did you even get a gun, kid? The lion just whimpers in response. Damn it, I don't want to have to hand over a bunch of teens to the cops. Fuck cops. But I can't just let them go either. They did just rob a store, and this dumbass tried to shoot me. Alright, back we go. Don't try anything stupid. I don't have to tell them twice. As I march them back, the lion stares down with his shoulders slumped, trembling while the wombat keeps throwing fearful gazes in my direction. By the time we're back, Vince has already rounded up the remaining 2, and he's taking a selfie with them. Seriously? The store owner's bemusement is in sharp contrast to the excited looks of the faces of the 2 teens with Super Fang. Thank you so much, Templar. I called the cops. They should be here soon. I nodded the ram and then turned to Vince and shoved the line forward. This one tried to shoot me. I panicked. The teenager mumbles, cringing, while I shrug my shoulders. Vince raises his eyebrow in response but says nothing while we wait for the cops to arrive. The police round the boys up while we watch from a nearby rooftop. Vince gave them a brief statement on what happened. Guess that's it. My first act as a superhero. You okay? Yeah. I don't know. What business did a bunch of teens have robbing a small store? I think that line was 16 at most. Ah, well, dunno. Told them to stay in school once they're out again. Oh, Vince. Oh well, at least nobody got hurt. Guess I expected a bit more excitement. Which sounds almost absurd coming out of my mouth, given I got shot. But what's a regular bullet to Templar? Oh, this is just a taste, no? Just remember how grateful the ram was when he got his money back, and even the kids wanted to pick with me. Hehe. I chuckle at that. But before I can respond, I notice Vince staring at something behind me. I turn my head to see a figure floating in our direction, standing on some kind of semi-transparent yellow platform. Alright, just stand aside and let me handle this one. Huh? Is that some kind of trouble? It's just Hex. No need to worry. As the platform approaches the edge of the rooftop, off steps a hyena clad in bright yellow suit. I thought I had made it pretty clear that this was my territory, Super Fang. Outlaws don't get to claim territory, I'm afraid. Yet I am very willing to defend it if I have to. Ah! Vince tenses, then dashes straight at the hyena. A barrier forms between them as the hyena raises one arm. Vince crashes into it, cracking it instantly. Another one forms between the two, but this time Vince smashes a fist into it. And again it cracks and falls apart. The hyena raises his arms, similar barriers flickering to life on the wrist-mounted harnesses, but it's too late. Super Fang is on him. In a blink, he has the hyena in a headlock, and the latter can do nothing but sputter as he tries to get out of his predicament. In vain. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, enough, Fang. Dang, that was easy. Thought I told you to make them harder to break. Screw you, I can't control how hard they are. Then generate them faster. Laughing, Vince is finally letting go and steps back. Heh, sorry. The hyena grumbles, rubbing his neck before turning to me, to my surprise with a smile. Hi, Templar. Hello? This is Hex, another buddy of mine. As you can see, they're a fellow superhero. Yeah, thanks for the humiliating intro. Anywho, nice to meet you, Templar. Heard from Fang here that you're brand new to all of this, so let me welcome you to this life. He mentioned that, huh? Oh yeah, don't worry. I've cleared that with the rest of the team. Not much point hiding it anymore since, well, either way. Okay, guess that makes sense. Don't mention this meeting to the others though, cause they're not official with Speck, I guess. Fine by me. I'm glad. I heard your predecessor had a more hardline approach to the matter. Meh, I see nothing wrong with keeping your independence. We're in agreement on that. So, I see you two stopped the robbery? Yep, Templar's first mission ever. Heh, cherry popped. Nice. How was it? It was okay. Honestly, it was nothing special. I expected a bit more fun. Well, if you're looking for some fun, I might have something for you. Oh, we're all ears. Oh, it's good. See, I was trying to deal with some gangsters the other day when one of the bastards whipped out some kind of freaking energy rifle. Blasted straight through my barriers, almost vaporizing my head. Needless to say, not a toy you'd expect an average gang member to have. So I did some digging, and I'm pretty sure I know where these high-tech weapons are being delivered, and when. All I need is a couple of partners to bust them. Well, heck, I'm in. Yeah, same. Whoa, hold on. I don't know about you, Templar. Oh, please, but if you're worried, I promise to stay out of the way. At least, let me come and watch. Vince opens his mouth to say something, but before he can do that, Hex raises a hand and wags their index finger at us. Hold up now. Love the enthusiasm, but not so fast. I have some conditions. I tell you where this is going down. We go together. You get your fun, and I get all the credit. That doesn't sound fair. Oh, it's fair, alright. I know how these things go. If you make it known that you were there, you'll have to deny cooperation from a vigilante, and then I get shafted. So, if we do this together, the cops and the media hear that I win at it solo. We'll have to think about it. Think away. Just be in touch soon. I'll be off for now. Enjoy the rest of your night. And again, welcome to the Superhero Life, Templar. Thanks. The hyena waves, turns around, and steps onto a newly formed horizontal barrier, which promptly flows away into the distance. They seem nice. Oh, for sure. But I'm kinda surprised that you'd be hanging out with vigilantes too. I thought you'd like Speck. Hey, I said I liked all heroes, didn't I? Regardless of bureaucracy, and I've been trying to persuade Hex to go legit. I see. Think I'll take the proposal. Don't mind passing on credit for a job sometimes. Cool. I don't mind either. I don't know. I'm a bit worried. Well, Vince, you promised me this life would be fun and exciting, so you gotta start delivering on that. He hesitates, scratching the top of his head, but smiles at me in the end. Alright, fine. I can keep you safe, no problem. Sweet. But we keep training for now. I'll get the details from Hex, and then we can make a plan. Sounds good to me. Alright, back we go then. Think this is enough for one night. Heh, sure. Just keep me in the loop. Will do, buddy. Will do. To be continued. I kind of feel that, perhaps the person who is involved with what happened with, that, like, wolf that killed the previous Templar, that they're involved with these energy gun things, because if they're creating weapons that are capable of, destroying barriers or basically almost hurting superheroes, then it's very likely that those people are also developing powers for supervillains to basically kill the heroes. Because you don't just have to have one superpowered person, you can have weapons and other stuff for other people that don't want to have powers or don't have the powers. Because it could just be an enhanced person that was able to break Templar's armor. But yeah. Anywho, so what do you guys think? Do you think that this is going to go south? Because I kind of feel that this is going to go south. I've watched enough Justice League Unlimited and various DC superhero animated shows to know that something is up. But yeah. It's still kind of funny seeing Vince in his, like, puffed up form, but I'm getting used to it. Originally I thought that was going to be the new default sprite, and I'm like, oh no, please no. Because I like Vince when he's in his normal, non-puffed up form. He's cute that way. The other one is adorable though, it is funny to look at. But funny in the way that he's supposed to look intimidating, but he just doesn't look intimidating. But I'm assuming that would look very different for a robber or someone else that sees this big hulking tiger with big fangs, running after you and then basically just jumping in front of you, and you run into him and it's like a brick wall. But yeah. I also kind of figure that that first scene with Nick and the two robbers, the two teenagers, was sort of like an Iron Man-esque scene where he just, drops down in front of them, and then somebody tries to shoot him, and it just, ricochets back into them. Because you're shooting at metal. What did you expect? Anywho, but yeah. So what did you guys think? And hopefully this does not turn out to be shorter, because then I'm gonna have to join the first episode in this one. But yeah. Anyways, so thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Supernova yourself, you can find it over on itch, or you can find a direct link to it from the Supernova Twitter page, which they do have, right? I don't know, I read a lot of visual novels now that I get all their details confused. So yeah, I think they do. So you can find a direct link to it from there. And you can find a direct link to their Patreon page. Yeah, because they have a Patreon. They should. And yeah, support them and, tell them that you like this visual novel. And yeah. So early access, stuff. Typical Patreon stuff. Is that a hand? I've never noticed that there's a hand underneath the Supernova logo down here. Whose is that? That Nisa's? Or Nick? Anyways, I'm getting distracted, but yeah, support them. Tell them that you like their visual novel. Even just on the Twitter, tell them like, hey, your visual novel's pretty cool. I can't wait to, see what happens and stuff. I want to see what these two, get in, I'm pretty sure it's going to be trouble. It sounds like it's going to be trouble. Yeah. Anywho, so I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.